All right, so this is our band workout. Go ahead and get those feet moving up and down, all around, whichever way you can. I'm going to double up my bands so that I can use them while we're warming up. So let's go ahead and bring up those hamstrings. Give those curls and go ahead and give me some pulses with the arms. Wow, it's nice and windy out here today. Stomach is tight. Take those arms overhead and tap it out. Give me little pulses at the top. Really want to get those shoulders warmed up. We're actually going to be doing quite a bit with the shoulders and with the hamstrings, and going to have a really good workout today. All right, so take it side to side. Now your bands, you can be using your broken ones, or you can double them up like I'm doing, or you could not use them at all. Up to you. All right, bring it back to the center and march it out. It's going to be a quick warm up because our workouts are all about quickness this month. Pull the band apart as you squat. Good, taking it down. That's right. Get those legs loose. Okay, holding it right there. Let's go ahead and take one leg forward, one leg back, and you're going to stagger that stance, come in, and you can sit and step. So it's kind of like a one-legged squat or maybe a mini lunge. Remember the one-legged squats we were practicing on the stability ball? You can pull apart the bands. If you need better balance, you can also put your hands on your hips or hold on to something. Now don't worry, we will be going intervals today, so we don't have to think about how many we're doing. Hold it right there. Shoulders back and down, stomach tight. Bend at the hips and get that hamstring stretch. You know what's next. Up to the top, hips underneath you, hip flexor stretch, of course. And bring it on down, switch those feet. Okay, now remember, you are coming in and you are just sitting on that foot. Your knee is bent, your heel is pressing into the floor. Whoops, maybe I'm getting blown away. And you're pushing that heel into the floor, keeping the quadricep tight, feeling that hamstring. Good, stomach staying tight, of course. Let's go ahead and get two more. Oh, those shoulders better be warmed up by now, right? All right, back and down, tip at the hips. The hands can be out front. That usually helps to keep your back flat so that you can get a better stretch. And coming up to the top, pressing those hips forward and underneath you. And that's that hip flexor, you know that. Do not get your lower back on this. You shouldn't be leaning back too far. All right, bring it in. Loosen those legs. Let's go ahead and take the bands behind you. Hold it steady and lift them up for a good stretch through the biceps and the chest and the shoulders. Now, of course, if we're doing resistance bands, that means you better have your door attachment or something to wrap the bands around for our chest and rowing, of course. I knew that. You knew that. Couple squats to end it off. Beautiful. Now, go ahead and get to wherever your bands are. I'm going to just set mine here for right now. Maybe around the bottom there. All right. And then you get your nice quadricep stretch. Either holding on to something, standing real tall, just pulling the leg behind you. And then getting the other side. I got nothing to hold on to here, so we'll see how it goes. Good. With that base leg bent, you're going to have better balance. That's why it's important to work on those one-legged squats. Good. Moving the thigh backwards, of course. All right, loosen that out. And again, we are doing intervals, so you may or may not hear the timer. Hopefully I do hear it. Otherwise, we might be doing the same exercise for a while. So get everything you need around you. I'm going to go set the timer, and we're ready to go. We're starting with the bands on the door attachment for the row. Okay, right back. All right, you've got your bands ready. They can be up high, up in the middle, wherever you want. But step it back, get your tension, and we row. Squeezing as you go back, stomach tight, knees are slightly bent. You're sticking your chest out and squeezing your shoulder blades together. Now we are doing intervals, so we will be doing some cardio with this too. So hopefully if you have a second set of bands or a broken one, you can use that for the cardio and leave this one here. Good. Focus on the muscles of the back, those shoulder blades pinching away. Exhale each time you come back. Good. Squeeze that belly button along with the back. I think that was our timer. So turn it around. We're doing the chest press. Okay, stagger those feet. and you're going forward and back, forward and back. So you've got still the chest sticking out. When you come back, you're squeezing your shoulder blades, but you're pushing out through the chest, that outer chest, and keep that pace nice and slow. We are going for time, so we're going to get as many good ones as you can, but you always want to keep it nice and smooth so you can feel that outer chest right there by the armpits and then squeezing in the center. All right, set that down. Grab your other weights. Grab your other bands if you have them, because we got some cardio here, and I'm going to squat while we do this. Okay, so our squat cardio is basically just pulling the bands as you squat. Okay, now we can also change it and take it side, in, and then of course if you want to be more intense, you can take out the middle and squat and pull and squat and pull. So we'll be doing a couple more of these. So pick which one you want, do a combination of it. All right, that was our bell. So set that down. Back to our row. Okay, so this time we're going to go back with the palms down. Now make sure you drop your shoulders. My band's a little off. There we go. Drop your shoulders. Pinch those shoulder blades together. Stomach tight. You're focusing on the upper back and the spine. You do not want to feel this in your neck. Good, we're focusing on the back. Hands are loose. That's our bell. Turn it around. We're going right back to that chest press again. I like to keep it underneath my arms. You can stagger your feet. If the bands are above, sometimes it just rubs and it's just not comfortable. So stretch, squeeze. Keep it going. Blow out as you push out. So you blow out and squeeze. Squeeze your chest, squeeze your abdominals, squeeze your butt, squeeze everything you got. Hands are loose, of course. And you know, after this, that means we're doing our squat cardio. All right, that was our buzzer, and it's very hard to hear, so hopefully I can hear it each time. All right, get the bands that you're going to use, whatever they are. I wish I had brought my broken bands so we can get going with that squat cardio. So you're just coming in and out. Arms can either stay out, or they can go up and down, or up and down, down and up, whichever. But the main thing is you're just moving. You can even just take your squat cardios and make them shorter and faster. Remember, you can always add the side-to-side jumps if you want to. Let me do a couple of those. Get my rhythm going. Take out the middle. Up. Not enough time for that. March it out. All right. Going back to the bands one more time, because you know your back muscle is very important. So get it up there. Shoulders back and down. And squeeze. Palms can be either facing each other, or you can go palms down. Your choice. Whichever one helps you feel your back the most. Remember, arms are loose, because we definitely don't want to use them. Now, I was about to stagger my feet. If you want to stagger your feet, you can. You can keep your knees slightly bent as well. All right, turn it around for that chest press one more time. Very important to keep those shoulders back and down. Okay, I'm going to stagger on this one. Good. Focus on that outer chest right here. That's what you're pushing from. So keep that going. Blow it out. Breathe it in. Blow it out. You stretch the chest. You press with the chest. Get a little shoulder blade squeeze back there at the same time. Stomach super tight, especially when you exhale. Keep it going. That is our bell. All right, bring it down, squat cardio. I'm gonna actually do it without anything. I didn't start the right way, did I? Yes, I did. Okay, there we go. So basically, you're just trying to keep your heart rate going. Now, the heavier bands you can use for the row, the better. You may or may not be able to use the same with the chest, or you might not do as many repetitions. That's okay. Focus on the back muscles. Those are probably more important than anything else as far as your metabolism, your posture, all of that. Good. Keep going. Now, I think this was kind of an easy interval, even though it was a very important one. Bring it in. All right, going to our next one. Okay, with our next set, we have the lunge position. All right, so you have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Go ahead and start out with the lunges. Now, yes, your arms can go right here because we will be adding a shoulder press to this one. So we're going to do them separately first, and then we're going to combine them. Since it's only 30 seconds, I think we can handle that. Shoulders back and down. Think of that good posture. Doesn't matter how low you go, you just want to keep that pressure through the front foot, right through the heel. Good. Think all about that butt working all the way up and down. Keep going. Almost there. All right, step it in, and let's take it up to the shoulder press. Up and down. Squeezing your shoulder blades at the bottom, blowing out and pushing overhead. Now, if it's too much tension for both arms, then just go ahead and alternate the arms, or just do one arm, and then when we do the other leg, you can do the other arm. Because you'll probably have to change your band as far as making it longer. Make it a little easier for yourself. Now, lucky you, we're going to do the singles first, and then we'll do our cardio, and then we'll do our combos. So, switch legs, get in position, and here we go. Up and down, stationary lunge. Focusing all of your weight, or as much as you can, on that front leg. Rear leg is to help you balance. Now, if you need help balancing, then hold on to something. Remember, focus on the exercise. Now, you should be able to lift your body upward using the glutes. Tighten your butt cheek and lift up from there. Learn how to use that heel connection. Once you get that, you never go back. And you know what? You get such better workouts. And you work that larger body part, too. Okay, step it in. For this one, we're doing lateral raise. Now, same thing applies. It's quality. If you can only get it to here, fine. Don't go there to get it up. All right? Quality. Looking for tension. Shoulders back and down. If you need to go all the way down and rest a second, that's fine. Okay, just make sure you're doing them well and doing them right. And if you start to feel your neck, then you need to stop. It should be just through the shoulders. Now, for our first cardio, just set that down, because what we're going to do is either scissors, so either light little scissor like this, or if you don't want to hop, you can just do real fast with the lower legs, and then more intense, you're going to do a jump. Okay, and we'll be adding the band to this part. So you have 3 options. You can always do your squat cardio too, so I guess 4 options. Good. Wait till we do the lunges again. It's going to feel so good. As long as I don't fall over. Where's that bell? There we go. Phew. Did not come soon enough. Okay, so you got the bands. We have leg number 1 with the shoulder press. Here we go. Now, I'm sure you could have gone the other way around. That's fine, as long as you're doing 2 things at once. And good ones. Take your time. I actually feel like we're going fast on this one. You will feel some of your rear leg, but the majority of your work should come through the butt and hamstring of the front leg. Good. Bring it in. Switch legs. Get in position. And this time it's lateral. Good. I know, it's a little easier on the arms, isn't it? Well, you deserve that. Keep the tension in the band. Try not to let it slack at the bottom. Remember, it's time, so you just go for quality reps. Whew. You figure out which kind of cardio you're going to do? It's coming up. It's coming up real soon. If our arms don't fall off in the meantime. Okay, so you either got your squat cardio, which was, you know what it was. You got your heel digs. You got your little scissors. And you've got your plyometric with the hands overhead. Or not. Hands can be wherever. But you can do this with the hands overhead and pull apart the bands. It's only 1 set. Now if you need to stop and mix it up, do some heel digs, pull apart the bands, squeeze your stomach, maybe some scissors, and then a couple more of the plyos. There we go. That was your bell. Woo! Now we're going to need to stretch that quadricep, and I'm going to need to tie my shoe. So hold on to something to stretch. If that doesn't get your heart rate go down, I don't know what will. Get the other side. I'm going to turn around. Sip of water if you need it. I got to tie my shoe. Right back. Now for this combo, we're doing the leg curl, which means you need a slip knot. So get your bands ready. You can go ahead and put them around 1 foot, and I'll go start the timer. All right, so we got our slip knot. Whoops, pick a foot to start with. There we go. Get that band nice and tight. Remember, step on it, keep it tight, and then go to the back and pull it up and down. Now, I would definitely recommend you holding on to something, because we're not going to do anything simultaneously with this arm. I really want you to focus on that hamstring. You're trying to get that heel all the way up to your butt. Your base leg is slightly bent. You're pushing the base leg heel into the floor too. Really want you to get that hamstring right in the middle, not the calf, but a nice hamstring in the back. Back of the thigh, looks nice, burns a lot of calories. Very important. Good, you got your steady, you got your balance. All right, believe it or not, that was our timer. So set that there, and what we're gonna do is go ahead and take it across. Yeah, another lateral raise. It'll be kind of easy. I don't want to have you switch the feet. You can if you want to, but it takes too much time. And we're really trying to keep our time to a minimum. So we're going to do one more round on the hamstring curl. Then we'll take the band off, do some cardio, and then we'll do the other side, same thing. So you definitely have to keep it slow and controlled with these, and with these laterals too. As you can see, there's not much range of motion. Good, back to your leg curl. Shoulders back and down. Here we go. Up and down. And don't worry, I give us a couple seconds on either side of the interval so that we don't lose any time. If anything, we gain a few seconds. And that way you have time to do more. Get that heel up as high as you can, as if you were in the gym, kicking your leg up to your butt. That knee points to the ground and doesn't move. Good, stomach is tight. If you feel it in your low back, then you're leaning. Don't do that. Keep going. Woohoo! Take it on out. We have that lateral. Do you hear those sirens? I think it's the firemen coming to take my hamstrings and put them out. Put the fire out on them because they're burning. They're still feeling from the ball workout. I hope you squeeze that one really well too. Whew. Good. Constant tension on that lateral raise. There you go. Nothing nicer than nice looking shoulders, right? Don't worry, we'll get to biceps and triceps too. There we go. Think of this as your active rest. Now go ahead and take that out. And for our real active rest, we are just going to take those knees nice and high. That way we can stretch out a little bit of the lower back and get a little bit of the hamstring stretch at the same time. You can pull apart. Every time you pull apart, you're squeezing your abdominals. Think of it like a crunch almost. Blow out your air, squeeze the abdominals. Focus on everything in them. The obliques, the upper, lower, the whole deal. Knees as high as you can, pulse that band. And remember, we're switching to the other side. So when that bell rings, you're going to be slip knotting on the other foot, which is right now. So, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to take it the other way, if there is such a thing. And into this foot. I'm getting a late start. Hopefully you're already set up and going. Go, go, go if you're. All right. Got my tension. Yeah, there we go. So hopefully you get the same amount of tension on each leg. You know, it's not 100%, but you still are going to work it. So if you don't have enough tension on one leg, you're basically going to just keep pulling it higher and higher. So you're still going to feel it. You're going to feel it a lot. Oh, that was fast, wasn't it? All right, step that out, going out to the side. Now, I'll tell you what, mine is not in the right position. You keep going right here with this lateral raise until I tell you so, and I'm going to tighten mine up. If you had the same problem, you can do that. Otherwise, there we go. All right, so shoulders back and down, stomach tight. Every time you exhale, you're tightening these abdominals here and here. That's less of direct abdominal work that you need to do then. I know we got funky flying hair all over the place here. All right, so we're going to hold on to that. Go back to our curl. Ooh, this is nice and tight. All right, lifting it up. And you should feel the hamstring from the first repetition. And if you get into the gym and you do the leg curl where you're lying on your stomach, or even the seated one, you should get that same feeling. If you're not getting it, you're not doing it right, or using too much weight, or you're not getting a full range of motion, just like with this one. And you pause at the top here and down. If you pause longer than me to feel that hamstring, that's fine. Just get that hamstring feel. Base leg is bent, of course. Sure hope you didn't forget. All right, step that out. And we're back to our lateral before we do, well, some cardio. Now, this time around, if you want to do the squat cardio, the scissor jumps, the plyometric lunge jumps, anything you want. Just keep yourself moving. And it's only 30 seconds. You can handle that. Good, nice and tight. No slack on that band. Keep working it out to the side. Stomach tight. Exhale when you go up. Alrighty then, down it goes. Phew. Get right to your cardio. Remember, it's either the squat cardio. I think I'm going to get rid of the bands just so I can not have to worry about it. That's where, again, those, if you have a strip of a band, use it for this type of stuff. Take out the middle for a few. It's not as deep as the regular squat, but it's just as much fun. Good, let's go some scissors. And before we run out of time, get some jumps. Jumps are optional, always optional. If you're not comfortable with high impact, don't do it. That's why you have options. Good, back to the top. Knees up nice and high. Believe it or not, that was the end of that interval. All right, so again, sip of water if you need it. Stretch the front of the legs. I want to do that for sure. That's going to help release that hamstring. We're also going to put it down, bend at the hips, and stretch that hamstring directly. I don't know why I'm holding on. Probably because it's so windy. And then the other leg. So I'll go ahead and get you from here. Nice straight body, no leaning. Good. And then we'll get that other leg for the hamstring. So, just stagger and bend. Back is flat. You can either have your hands behind your back or straight out. I'm just going to leave them back here. Good. Now your heart rate's not going to come down too much, but that's okay. All right, we're going to do a quick stretch here, and go ahead and just set the bands down. We're just going to open it up, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and changed on the diagonal. Stomach is tight. Now, I know that went by quickly, but believe it or not, you're using a lot of your abdominals and lower back to keep you steady as you're doing all of that, because you have to balance. Good. Bring it down. Split those legs. Let's take it up for that hip flexor stretch, because I know we stretched those hamstrings already, didn't we? And if you feel like you need some extra stretch, you can always go to one of the other stretch sequences. Good. Hold it up. Hips forward and underneath you. That's very good. I don't know why I looked down. It's just something felt funny. All right, bring it on in. You know what I realized, though? Your hands are going behind you. No, that wasn't it. And up for the chest stretch. But we didn't really do biceps or triceps. And you know why? Because we focused more on them when we did the ball. Okay, so we had more back and chest today, more arms when we did the ball, so it all balances out. Plus, you got them in our regular weight training workout. So you're hitting them twice a week, and that's about all you can do. All right? Okay, so now, that was just it. Quick stretch. See ya. All right, believe it or not, that was it. 3 quick supersets, adding some cardio in whenever you can. We can go back and repeat the entire sequence, or you can pick 1 or 2 of the sequences or whatever. But your most important ones, of course, were the row, the leg curl, and then I would probably put in there maybe the lunges. I think that's all there was, wasn't it? Okay, so if you're short on time, focus on the row first, the leg curls, and then how about some interval cardio? Unless you want to do the lunges. Either way, it's okay with me. But those are your priorities, because remember, hamstrings, glutes, large body parts, back, a very large body part. Those are the keys to permanent weight loss. By working those, you boost your metabolism, you get better posture too, of course, nicer looking legs and everything else that goes along with it, but more importantly, you don't have to do cardio to keep yourself in shape if you're focusing on your strength training. And it's got to be consistent, heavy, meaning very challenging resistance for you on everything you do. All right, so keep that in mind next time we work out together, okay? Have a good one. Bye.